Most people dread the idea of dragging a heavy ladder out to the backyard, just to reach a few stubborn branches. It is a recipe for a sore back, or worse, a trip to the emergency room. That is where this modular pole saw from BlumeTrec comes in. It is essentially a long-reach solution that lets you stay firmly planted on the grass while you handle the high-up pruning. What stands out immediately is the build quality. You are looking at a series of stainless steel poles that feel surprisingly rigid even when you have all 11 sections snapped together to hit that full 14.5-foot mark. It does not have that flimsy, noodle-like wobble you often find with cheaper extendable tools, which is a huge relief when you are trying to make a precise cut 20 feet in the air. The blade itself is made of manganese steel, and it is sharp right out of the box. It uses a 3-sided tooth design that actually clears out sawdust as you work, so you are not constantly stopping to clear a jammed blade. It bites into wood quite aggressively, making quick work of those thicker branches that usually take forever to saw through. Now here is the thing about modular systems. They can sometimes be a pain to assemble. This one is actually pretty straightforward. You just screw the sections together, and because there is an extra locking screw for the head, you do not have to worry about the saw flopping around while you are mid-swing. It is a clever touch that adds a lot of confidence to the process. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that once you get to that full length, it does require a bit of upper body strength to keep it steady. It is lightweight for what it is, but physics is physics, and a long pole is always going to feel heavier at the tip. If you are only trimming small shrubs, you can just use a few sections, which makes it much easier to manage. Honestly, it is a solid piece of kit for anyone who wants to avoid the ladder, but still needs to keep their trees looking tidy. It is not going to replace a professional chainsaw for massive forestry jobs, but for the average homeowner, it is a massive upgrade in safety and convenience. It is simple, it is sturdy, and it gets the job done without any unnecessary fuss. If you have been putting off your yard work because you hate climbing, this is probably the tool that finally gets you out there to finish the job.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.